Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Welcome to the stream. We're doing a test today to make sure everything's working right, and it looks like it is so far. We are doing Magic the Gathering. I've got so many cards that I need to open, so we're going to be working on that. I have literal boxes of cards, like all the cards. I gotta rotate this. I still got all of these collectors. Let me get this out of the way for now. I'm not going to be looking at that. I got all these Tarkir. What am I? A little over halfway through. Not quite halfway through my Aether Drift. And there's still like really good cards I could be getting. I don't have a chat over here. Hold on. It doesn't seem to be working. I can see your face. All right, look here. Rude. But it's true. It's I can live over there. All right, so stream is looking strong. I think whatever was wrong has finally been mostly repaired. I actually called in. I put in a lot of tickets, and everybody kept saying, well, you got to call the other guy. You got to call the other guy. It's not us. It's the other guy. In the end, it wasn't anybody. So I got cards. We're going to open them. I don't know what we're going to get. But here's hoping. I don't know how to do the collector boosters. I want to open them, but I don't want to just like open them all right now. I got a lot of really good cards out of the I think that's the first booster box I've bought. They look good, but we're going to start with these just because I got them. I'm going to actually focus on the Tarkir because I do want to have some of the other ones around in case somebody wants me to open up a pack on stream when I'm not doing this, but I do want to get other stuff open. So maybe I'm not going to start with these. All right. Take a look at these Tarkir guys. I know there's not a lot of really good. I keep moving over here, and I need to be sitting here. Keep forgetting where my camera is. Okay, my water's moving too. Anyway, how have you been, Shut? I know I haven't been doing a whole lot lately. Obvious reasons. I'm hoping my internet is fixed better. I might get rid of these glasses. I hate that my eyes are like this. The glasses, I used to be able to do up close and far away with the same pair of glasses on. Now, if I have the glasses on, up close gets blurry. So, what do we have? All right, so we got some pretty standard. That's an interesting looking blue one. Ice Ridge Serpent. Turn target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Okay, that could actually be a lot. Am I? Yes, I'm in the right spot. Doing okay. Trying to nail down a hotel. Ooh, hotel where? Salt Road Pack Beast. Wild Ride. Tree Nurturer. Are you going on a trip? Wingspan Stride. Enchant creature. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 and has flying. Oh, it's an aura, so you can remove an aura. I don't think I've done much with that. Evolving Wild. Sacrifice this land, search your library for a basic land card, put it into play, battlefield tapped, then shuffle. So it's a land whose only purpose is to go into play and then get tapped to find a real land. I don't know if I like how that works. I mean, I guess I can see it. Dragon Sniper. Got a Jiski Monument. Library for a basic island, mountain, or plains card. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Then shuffle. That, oh, I wish that color combination worked out better. I really do. There's a deck I would love to put that in, but it's the wrong color combination. Whale of War, creature opponent control. What do you got to go to Kentucky for? Hopefully it's fun. Disruptive Stormbrood. Destroy target creature with power 3 or less. That's an... When this creature enters, destroy up to one target artifact or enchantment. Oh, that probably has some... Dragonback Assault. When this enchantment enters, it deals 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. Whenever a land you control enters, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. Hold on, that's a pretty good enchantment. I might need to put that into a deck. Whale of War. Choose one. Creatures target opponent controls gets one. And then I got to dual land. Lands are good. I gotta scan all these cards in at some point. All right. All these go over here. I'm just gonna immediately put these into things because I actually really like this card. So far. It has promise. I also gotta keep my hands clean. What else we got? Still looks good. Oh, wait. Hold on. I didn't change this to multi-stream. All right, everything looks good. Haha. So hopefully cool stuff going on in Kentucky. I'm kind of bummer if it was bad stuff. All right, there's my token cards. Spirit and Spirit. Oh, wait, there's 2 spirit creatures. That's weird. And they don't have different names, so I don't know how to differentiate between the two. All right, what do we got? Let's see. Alicia's Legacy. Champion of Dusan. Agent of Codis. So far, I haven't heard of any common cards that have a really high value. Aggressive Negotiations. And I haven't seen, like, any big, constantly repeated cards yet. Mammoth Billow. Create a 5/5 elephant creature token. Harmonize. But that completely gets rid of it. Rate of renewal. Your hand, target player. This is why there's so much exile in the game. That's where my daughter lives. Oh. So you're going to go visit her. Okay. Well, that's cool. Fleeting effigy. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's the right symbol. Marshal of the Lost. Ambling Storm Shell. Ward 2. Whenever this creature attacks, put 3 stun counters on it and draw 3 cards. Whenever you cast a turtle spell, untap this creature. So if I... I don't know how that works. What was that noise? Oh. Storage space. All right. Devoted Duelist is my shiny. Haste, Flurry. It's a good shiny. I don't know about this turtle. I'm trying to decide. I haven't seen many turtles, so that's going to be kind of a odd thing. There are certain cards I immediately put into sleeves, because I don't know if I have enough sleeves for everything. But shinies and other stuff, like, because you never know when something is going to become a highly valuable card. I just looked at a list of cards I have, and I've got a bunch that have actually jumped up in price, like by a factor of $10 or $20. I'm talking about cards that were 60-cent cards, and with this set, they jumped up because people want them. If people want the cards, they're willing to pay for them. What was it? Goblin King did come down a little bit in price. By a little bit, I mean it was down by like $10. So it was only like $289 instead of $300, which is, it's still a good price for that card. I don't know why that card is worth that much, but I've also never tried to use it in a deck, so I don't know how good it is. And that's what makes things worth a little or a lot. So that is a dragon. 1/1 counter on top. On up to 1 target creature, draw a card. Flying Death Touch. When this creature enters, exile up to 2 target cards from a single graveyard. Wait, ooh. Oh, that is actually a really good ability. I may have to make a dragon deck after this. I mean, it would be silly not to try making a dragon deck. Snowmelt Stag. Vigilance. Cast Sentinel. Target card from graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. That's actually a really good move. We have Temur Tawnyback. When this creature enters, draw a card, then discard a card. I think that's 2, 4, 6, or is it 2 of each? I got to look up because I haven't seen this shorthand before. I'm not entirely sure what it means. Is that 2 red or 2 and a red? I think it's 2 red. Orc Warrior. Marshal of the Lost. I think I already got this. And whenever you attack, target creature gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of attacking creatures. Yes, I remember this one. I think this is the second of this one I got, and this card gives me ideas, but this can't be my commander. If I could have made this a commander, I would have loved to have made this deck. River Wheel Sweep. Tap target creature, put 3 stun counters on it. So you remove the stun counters instead of untapping. You got to get rid of all the stun counters first. I don't know if stun is new or not. I'd have to look at it. Right of renewal, return them to do. I already got one of those. Sibsig ceremony. Creature spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. That's good. Whenever a creature you control enters, if you cast it, destroy that creature, then create a 2/2 black zombie druid creature token. Wait. That's something for a zombie deck. That's kind of a weird one, too. Oh, Ambling Stormshell. Hold on, I got to see what this one's worth. See if I can get that. It's only 20 cents. But it would be nice to have a deck that's just all this cool art. I don't know, they got so much cool art in this game, and so many of these cards that they give this treatment. I think they do the art on a lot of cards that aren't necessarily going to be used enough. What else we got? Encroaching Dragonstorm. When this enchantment enters, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. When a dragon you control enters, return this enchantment to its owner's hand. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, this could be, if you have multiple dragons in your hand, you just keep playing, cast this, put a dragon out. Oh, I have some cheap dragon cards. This. Oh, you go in a sleeve. Dismal Blackwater. I have a deck that should go in. That's a good card. No, in the old game, there were some cheap dragon cards, and I think I have them. That could be fun. Sibsig ceremony, and then this one. All right. That can go there. I want to put this one in a sleeve right away. That was actually a pretty good pack. I got Sibsig ceremony, which is good for a zombie deck, and then I got a couple other cards. And then I got a dual land. This land enters tapped. Yeah. I don't know. I just got to get some of these. I just got to get some of these done. I'm getting some ideas for decks, and the problem is I don't have commanders. I wonder if they have a set. Oh, we're going to open this pack, and then there's something else that I have to open because I want to open it on stream, and it's a deck. Apparently there's extra cards that come with it. Dragon tokens. I still have not found a card that creates dragon tokens. All right. Enchantment. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. Seize opportunity. And Skitter Outrider. Growth Leopard. Burger Island Dragon. I do love that the dragons in this set have something you can cast as its own ability. But I gotta look up, do you cast this from your hand? Or do you have to play the dragon first and then you can cast this? That would be... Oh, Heritage Reclamation. Takes out an artifact, enchantment, or exile up to one target card from a graveyard. That's a good, annoying card. I like annoying cards. Levi, how's it going? Hey, wait. We got a lot of people in here. What just happened? How are you doing today, Levi? I wasn't sure if I was going to get... I don't always get a lot of viewers when I'm doing this. Embermouth, Sentinel, Static Snare. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each attacking creature. Exile target, artifact, or creature an opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. Oh. That's actually one I need to keep track of. Reverberating Summons. Cast 2 more spells turn. The enchantment becomes a 3/3 monk creature with haste and... Oh. That's pretty cool. This guy, Brushmaster, Double Strike and Prowess. Revival of the Ancestors. Create 3 1/1 white spirit creature tokens. An enchantment. Does this say Saga enters and after your draw step add a lore counter, sacrifice after 3? So the sagas are very temporary. These are something else that I haven't really done much with, and I wish I knew more about. Reputable Merchant. Oh, wait. Missed a card. This one. I got 2 gold this one. Anafenza, Unyielding Lineage. Legendary creature. Spirit Soldier. That's actually pretty good. I want to put that there. Enters or dies. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. And then I got Blood-Filled Cages. All right, so all 3 of these need to be put into a... How's your day going, Levi? Glad to see you in here. Yeah, I finally got my internet connection working, so I am enjoying doing some cards. As I carefully, oh so carefully, put them in here. I'm still amazed at some of the cards that I find in my collection that they're better than I remember them. All right. I said after that one, I was grabbing something. Hold on. I bought this a while ago, and I have not opened it because apparently it comes with cards, random cards in it, and I wanted to be live when I opened it up. So I got the Mardu Surge. I don't know how this deck is. So far, my tendency to pick the worst decks has remained high. So we're going to open it. And we're going to see how poorly I chose this time. Be the Raging Storm. Be the Raging Storm. All right, so what do we have here? Collector Booster Sample Pack. Okay, that's great. I'm not holding out hope that there's going to be Black Lotus incoming. Okay, Evan. Hold on, Evan. Time out. I don't think that's a thing in this set. I don't have a lot of hope in getting the Black Lotus. All right, so you got Commander rules. I think we all know. But, well, I mean, I should know what that is. Do we want a walkthrough of the deck, or do you want me to just open up the collector booster sample? I think this is going on a shelf somewhere. Who knows? Printing errors could strike at any time. Hi, Ian. They could. They definitely could. I mean, I'm not saying they can't. I mean, this is pretty much a standard deck. Which precon is it? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. This one is the Mardu Surge. I'm pretty sure there's nothing that changes in a precon. But yeah, I got this one because when I went to I went there on the day everything came out, and everything was pretty much gone. Wait, the Mardu one is kind of fire. You mean I didn't buy another Science? That is the first Commander deck I ever bought was Science. Do you know how disappointed I was the first time I played it? All right. Well, I am happy that this one does kill people. Well, I'm glad to hear that a deck actually does that. How are you? I liked on my Facebook page. Big Dog is the legend. How's it going, Levi? All right. So I'm not. Unless people want to see it, I am gonna sleeve this at a later date because I think I'd rather open this, and I do still have 7 of these things that I got to open up. I don't know if it's gonna be entertaining to open them up, but I was not able to get any Tarkir Dragon Storm, at least not so far. I have not been able to get them. I have not found a price that is anywhere near retail. They got bought up really fast. Everybody wanted them, so, you know, that's a thing. But I'm going to open this one. I want to see what's in it. So this one actually does take people out. The other one I bought, the guy I was buying from, I made the mistake of telling him that I was kind of new to Commander series, and he insisted I buy one from this series. So I went with the only one that really spoke to me, and that was Draconic Destruction. So I did buy one of these decks. It looks interesting. I'll try it, but it really does look really straightforward. Probably not excited, but plays well. It's actually a pretty decent Dragon starter deck. Definitely the strongest of the 5. Oh, was it? I'm getting better. All right, let's see what's in this one. You know, maybe I'll get one of those cool lands. I really wanted to
W just subscribed.
Ian, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. All the cool lights are on that wall. You can't see them. It merges really well with the D&D red-green dragon deck. Ooh. Let's see. What do we got? I haven't opened it right. All right. They should never have given us this much power. All right. I got 2 cards here. What do we have? Smile at Death. Full art. At the beginning of your upkeep, return up to 2 target creature cards from with power 2 or less from your graveyard onto the battlefield. Oh, that would be good for a bird deck. How much was the RG Precon? I imagine its price is going up with TDM's release. That one, when I bought it, I want to say it was like $35. That's actually a decent card with your Mardu Precon. I thought so. I mean, I'm looking at it. This would go great in my bird deck because everything in there is like a 1/1. And then Roiling Dragonstorm. When this enchantment enters, draw 2 cards and discard a card. When a dragon you control enters, return this enchantment to its owner's hand. Wait a minute. I just got this as a regular, and now I got it as the full art shiny. Okay, that's actually really cool. You should probably go into these. I've been getting addicted to the cards because I actually bought a box of Innistrad play boosters and 2 of the packs of collectors. I now have 3 Edgars. One of them is the art shiny. Not the borderless. It's the fancy border. And then a fancy border, non-shiny, and then was the classic border a shiny? I'd have to look for that. I've been getting a lot of really great cards lately. Fancy sauce, yes. Do you have a Discord at all? I do have a Discord. I don't know if I put it in my description. Let me take a look. You ever play on Spell Table? Well, I just built my first deck. Built my first custom commander deck, and I was going to test it out. I have not gotten onto Spell Table, but I will be. My Discord, I'm going to put it in chat for now. After Discord updates. Okay, I'm back now. Was discussing the prices with the wife. Okay. Spell table. I do definitely need to do something with spell table though. I want to get on there. I want to play. Let me show you. I have another box just like this that was sitting in storage for 20 years. You just grab a little sampling of cards in here. These are all the cards I have from years ago. Like a ton of them. These are all my reds. I think these should be my... They go back all the way to revised. Yeah, there's a revised. So I've been playing a lot. I saw a few $4 cards in that handful, I think. All my old cards, I
Evan
ran...
Galletta just subscribed.
Evan, thank you for the subscription. Thank you for subscribing. Please, if you're watching and you're enjoying what you see, hit that thumbs up. Need all the engagement to continue to grow the channel. Well, yeah. There's actually $10 cards. I have one $300 card. And I didn't know it was a $300 card until rather recently. This wasn't even in a penny sleeve. Welcome back, Shut. I nearly well, I did say a lot of expletives when I got this one priced. This was just a random card I had in the bulk section here, and someone looked at it and told me, "Oh yeah, no, that card isn't really worth anything. That's one of those shinies nobody actually wants." That's not true. Old foil rares. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the one that's actually worth something, but I've got a lot of old foils that I put into things. I got lands. I got... not a lot of rare foils are actually worth much. Seventh? That's where the corrupt came from. Darkmoor Land. Wow, I'm way off on that placement. I got a couple of seventh. Abandoned outpost. I got a couple. These are the ones that I was able to find. I gotta go soon. If you could check on the Discord update. Oh, right. Yes. All right, I've got it in the chat for now. That will give you the ability to hop into the Discord. I will have to... It's kind of quiet in there. I don't have any Magic the Gathering rooms. I'm going to have to change that, but definitely... cheapest I found was $5.18 for the week. What were you searching hotel rooms through, Shut? Oh, for the week. That's 7 days? That's actually not that bad for 7 days. All right, so I got to put these away because these are not the ones I'm focusing on today. I got to get more of those boxes. Ian, were you able to find that? From the 4th to the 11th. Yeah, that's 7. Yeah, that's actually a pretty decent price. That's well under $100 a day. Joined? Awesome. I should. All channels are Magic rooms if you think about it. Can't argue that. All right. Well, I got a collector booster here. I got 7. Let's open one. Bring it down to 6. Maybe we'll get something amazing. But yeah, all the thumbs you guys can throw my way, the better. Still working on getting up to that magic number of 500. 500 subscribers so I can actually start doing stuff with it. Something flash. Did I miss something? All right, what do we got here? I still have these 2 things. I don't know how to go about opening these. They're box toppers. Are those... I also haven't actually looked up what they are. Are there supposed to be like really good cards in those? I would love to get deeper into this. Those are the gold frame foil cards. The gold frame foil cards. Really? I don't know what those are. All right, what do we have for these? Oh, wait. Did I figure that out? Was it 4? Yeah, I think it was 4. All right. Been a while since I've watched anyone cracking packs. Super refreshing after so long. I am finding I am enjoying it as well. It's good to just see all the different cards that are out there. I want to get Tarkir collector packs, but I got to figure out how to go about doing that first. This vehicle enters target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains. I've seen that one before. That's actually a really nice one. These are the ones that, like, almost all of them immediately go into plastic because they're all really good. I do kind of like the lands from this, but I definitely prefer the Tarkir lands. Pace Setter Paragon. Stock up. Yeah, from the box toppers. They have golden borders. Oh, I got to do my daily jump. Yeah, I completely missed a day, so my Red Dead is back to 0 days. I'm okay with that. Reef Roads. This land enters tapped unless you control a mount or vehicle. I see why this version did not sell very well. Guide Light Matrix. This artifact enters, draw a card. Target mount you control becomes saddled until end of turn. Activated only as a sorcery. Strider Vanguard. Hull Drifter. Stock Up is a great uncommon. Oh. I should probably keep track of that one. Oh, I don't like these packs at all. They go from uncommon to common and back. And let's see, Shiny Zombie. So that's a cool token. Champion of Wits. I still have not seen the card that actually creates these. Mind Spring Merfolk. Exhaust. Draw X cards. Put a 1/1 counter on each Merfolk creature you control. The exhaust abilities also. Those are abilities that I think I would want to pair with other cards that exile and then bring back cards, just so you can use it over and over again. I need the gold so I can't miss any right now. That is very true. Explosive Getaway. Oh, that's a cool looking card. Exile up to one target artifact or creature. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. This one. This is the card you need with it. If that's a blue, this one's a red, white. So it would require a Debris Beetle. And you gain 3 life. Well, that's a pretty cool ability. Rampaging Aetherhood. Trample, Ward 2. At the beginning of your upkeep, you get an amount of that equal to this creature's power. Then you may pay 1 or more energy. If you do, put that many 1/1 counters on this creature. That has potential. Afterburner Expert. 2 1/1 counters on this creature. Whenever you activate an exhaust ability, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So it just never goes away. Let me get some of these sleeves. That lightning symbol is energy. Energy? Okay. I thought it was from playing Science. The Science has energy, food, research. It has all the artifact tokens that I. That was my first commander deck, and the thing I figured out immediately was that deck is trying to do way too much all at once. I kind of want to keep it together as a pre-con for any pre-con tournaments, but I also want to tear it apart and fix it. I haven't decided which direction I want to go, because there's a lot of really good cards in that deck. There is a crab creature that you can use to redirect a really big rampaging behemoth at another enemy. Why not? But there is like almost no synergy as far as, not synergy. Everything does work with something else. There is no focus in the deck. Somebody built it and couldn't decide. Liberty Prime is the better commander for that pre-con. I actually did try it with Liberty Prime, and Liberty Prime seemed to be working pretty good. I can't put any of these over there. I gotta put all of these over in this spot. Yeah, when I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do next, I usually just sit here doing that. All right. I did one of those. We're going to do a couple more of these. And if you don't have a way to deal damage, and in Commander, you got to deal like massive amounts of damage. Let me show you the deck I've been working on. I have not had a chance to get this deck fully sleeved. It's in the pennies, but it's not fully sleeved yet. I really do like this thing. I got it on a whim, but it's got a place that I can put like dice and other things down here. It'll hold 2 decks. It has a little window to throw stuff on it. I should get more. I don't know why I put that back over there. I'm totally going to be putting this stuff back. So for this deck, this is who I chose as my commander. I should probably lift that up a little bit. I decided I was going to do an ooze deck. Because I also got... Yeah. I did a lot of really old cards in this one. I did try and keep all the lands from these 2 series, so they'd at least be kind of matching. Let me see. I got to find that other card that's part of the shtick. I have some cards in here that will help me get it out when I need it, but a worm, not a dragon. I was thinking I could put it in a dragon deck, but it's not a dragon. That's not a dragon. That's not a dragon. So yeah, I got Chatter of the Squirrel. I got Bloomberg, but it didn't, for whatever reason, I did not get many of the Squirrel token cards. Got a couple of these. I mean, sorry. I don't have a couple of those. I have that. Only one of each card. I got that part. I don't know which Stream of Life to put in, so I just went with the old school one. Rewind. Where is that card? That's kind of the newest card that's in there. And that one as well. Where did it go? It was in here. Yeah, there's a couple of old ones in it. Go. Are you kidding me? Did I pass it? Maybe it's in the other half. It's just it's me trying to figure out how to play the game again is all. There it is, March of the World Ooze. So I saw that this one turns everything you have. Creatures you control have a base power and toughness of 6/6 and are oozes in addition to their other types. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if it's not their turn, you create a 3/3 green elephant creature token. Now, don't those 3/3 green elephant creature tokens automatically turn into a 6/6? I hope it's a good card. It's got a little orange flag on it. So I basically built the built the deck. Oh, but if this card gets taken out, then they're 3/3 elephants. That does make sense. Okay, never mind. They have to give them a base for when this card isn't out. That's I didn't think deep enough into it. Wait. I just skipped over it. That's why. Okay. But anyway, so that's basically the shtick of this one. I got to get a couple more cards in there to get that enchantment out right away. But turn everything into an ooze. This hopefully works with it. I don't know. It's not a good deck yet. It still has some refining and testing to go through. I got a lot of other cards, but I'll get it there. I still want to revamp my... Okay, look here. I have another deck right here that I want to revamp. It is a really old one. I think I built this one back when Darksteel came out. And I'm glad I didn't do anything with this one because there's a card I found out in this deck that used to be banned from Commander, but I guess it recently got unbanned. But yeah, this is my old artifact deck. Used a lot of artifact land. Used some reds that probably wouldn't be as used today. I think this was in there just to give me a way to give them power. Composite Golem. I just needed more artifacts. That's all. Where is it? Where is... Oh, Fist of Suns. Fist of Suns was fun. That's why I had such expensive stuff in this deck. This allowed me to play a ton of really expensive cards for not a whole lot. Mirror Enforcer, see this one's Bringer of the Blue Dawn. That's the one that made this whole thing work. Oh, no. This is the one that gave me the idea to use the Fist of Suns. This allowed me to get more cards drawn. March of the Machines. I have too many March of the Machines. I've got a shiny and another regular. Just turned everything on the field into a... let's see. I don't know where my Panoptic Mirror went. Oh, Beacon of Tomorrows. That was the one. So Panoptic Mirror plus Beacon of Tomorrows. And I could basically win. I don't remember if I have 2 Beacons of Tomorrow, though. It'll look. I don't think I had 2 Beacons of Tomorrow. I wanted to get another Beacon of Tomorrow, but I didn't have that kind of money. But I could eventually... I'd get this guy out, and then I have another card in here that turns... Gemstone Array. Yeah, Gemstone Array. Pretty. It was there for back when Mana Burn was a thing. Yeah, Panoptic Mirror just got unbanned. And I was ecstatic for that. Enlightened Tutor. I need... Oh, it's a white one. That's not going to work. I did have 4 March of the Machine in here. Darksteel Colossus is indestructible. Would be put into a graveyard. Where is the one? Bringer of the White down. You may return target artifact card from your graveyard to play. Yeah, having a deck with all the bringers in, or three of the bringers in it. Oh, Platinum Angel. They hated this one. Because once you make everything indestructible, this was back before they removed from games still was not a huge thing on cards. Back in this day, everything said destroy. So, wait. What was I? Yeah, this one. Everything said destroy. So as soon as you make it indestructible, there's not a lot you can do. Darksteel ingot. I need to put that in something. Somewhere. There's my panoptic mirror. I think I priced this deck out and it came out to... I did have two. I knew it. So the way to win with this one is you have to... Even with everything indestructible, using Panoptic Mirror, they had ways to get around it. Darksteel Citadel is in there? I'm pretty sure. There's Darksteel Forge. I may not have had Darksteel... there's the other bringer. That's 3. I had that in there. That was fun. What makes this fun? You get out Darksteel Forge with this. You just keep popping this thing. I looked up the rule on it. The ruling was, if you make this indestructible, it does not destroy itself. But I don't remember what card I had that turned everything into... I gotta go through it again, because artifacts you control can't be the target of... What made everything an artifact? Because this made everything an artifact creature, but I had a card that made everything an artifact. Not Darksteel Colossus. Affinity for artifacts. Artifact creature spells you play have affinity for artifacts. There it is. Mycosynth Lattice. All permanents are artifacts in addition to their other types. All cards that aren't in play, spells and permanents, are colorless. Players may spend mana as though it were mana of any color. The lettuce. It's like, this deck really only needed certain cards to be ridiculous. Aw, my camera's not working. That seems miserable. Huh. I might have to switch which camera faces down and which doesn't, because this one does not like facing down. I face it up for a second. All right. It'll focus soon, I think. I have to hop out. All right. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out, Evan. Glad to have you here. Hope to see you again. Yeah. It was this was a very fun deck to play. A lot of people had a lot of things to say to me after it was done. If I got it to pop off, I was not invited back for the next one. Now I just have to figure out what commander to build all of that around. Okay, 2 dailies complete. Awesome. Let's put this one away for now. I want to keep this together until until such a time as I find a good commander. I know there's a commander out there that this deck would just love to be a part of. I'm not science. Science. Holy crap. Dr. Madison should be in a artifact deck. Why isn't she? All right. I need to find. Oh, wait. Enters the battlefield. Exile the top 2 cards of your. Where is Liberty Prime? Lightning Greaves? Father of Synthesis. Everflowing Chalice. Oh, the problem is it would have to be a 3 color. Actually, I'd have to find a 5 color. If I could find a 5 color commander, I could. It'd have to be a 5 color commander that at least has some inkling of synergy with artifacts. I need to keep opening cards. Maybe I can find something. Because at the end of the day, that deck, the colors are merely suggestions. Because with Mycosynth Lattice, everything becomes colorless. That would just be a hoot to play. All right, what else we got? I need more. Bring me more. All right. See what's there. There's the monk card. I'm going to keep an eye out as I do this. All right, Riling Dawnbreaker. Create a 2/2 white soldier creature token. Then shuffle the card back. Beginning of your combat. Seize opportunity, instant. Top 2 cards. Another goblin. I do like that they made dragons like... I got another one of them. And I'm holding my hand in the wrong spot. My bad. The overall way that they laid these out, I do like that. Stormplane Detainment. Sibsig Appraiser. Attuned Hunter. Trample. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard during your turn, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Wingblade Disciple. Flying. Flurry. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 white bird creature token. See, now that's actually a good card. I used to have a bird deck. I don't... Things happened. I don't anymore. Abazan... Create an XX white spirit creature token where X is the greatest toughness among creatures you control. Is that base toughness or is that everything? I mean, if that is everything, that is going to hit hard. We got Kishla Village. This land enters tapped unless you control an island or a swamp. Oh. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Then put any number of them into your graveyard and the rest on top of your library. I can absolutely see why this is a gold card. That's going to stay. Oh, that might go into something. Lightfoot Technique. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. It gains flying and indestructible until end of turn. I don't know how I feel about that card. Then another dual land. Kind of liking all the dual lands I'm getting. The other one I gotta... I had another one that I needed to foil up. Maybe not. All right. We're going to keep going. I'm also going to put this into a... I actually went out and I found a place that I could buy just an entire case of these. So, like, did I get 5,000 of them? I think I got 5,000 of them. Because I got a whole deck back there, or all those boxes that I got to go through and put them all into these things because they're worth money. Like, there's lands. I have lands that are worth $10 a piece. Well, okay, they're not worth $10 a piece. If they were in perfect condition, they'd be worth $10 a piece. But they're highly sought after lands. I'm sure somebody would give like $2 or $3 if I ever sold it. The set, interesting part is, I once took this entire set that I had 20 years ago into a game shop. I don't have my glasses on right now. And they appraised it and told me they would give me $150 for the whole set. After running them through, what do I use? TCG Trader, their app, it valued my entire collection at about $3,000. Glad I didn't sell it. Right? Spelling exhale. An additional cost to the spelling of the dragon. All right. Glory. Twin Bolt. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. Fire Rim Form. +2. Actually, a pretty good card. Alicia's Legacy. Lightfoot Technique. Oh, so I got the shiny and the regular. That's good. Monastery Messenger. Bird Scout. So that's 6. Flying Vigilance. When this creature enters, put up to 1 target non-creature, non-land card from your graveyard on top of your library. Okay. Oh, wait. This is a dragon that doesn't have the spell. Flying, when this creature enters, distribute 3 1/1 counters among 1, 2, or 3 target creatures you control. Sharpshooter. Twin Maw Stormbrood. Charring Bite. Charring Bite deals 5 damage to target creature without flying. I kind of like that. Oh, yeah, my hand's in the wrong spot. Sorry about that. That's actually a pretty good looking card. Spectral Denial. Spell costs 1 less for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. Wait a minute. Oh, this belongs in that deck I built. This belongs every bit in that deck with March of the World Ooze with this. That's if I can get the token creation where I want it in that deck, you could have like, oh yeah, you got to pay 20. And you're spending a blue to do it. It's a ridiculous counterspell. Get to go over here. Orc Warriors, Zergo, Thunder's Decree. Mobilize 2. Whenever this creature attacks, create 2 tapped and attacking 1/1 red ward. Oh, I've seen this one before. I have this one. That's a good one. Narset's Rebuke. That creature would die this turn. Exile. Deals 5 damage to target creature. Add blue, red, and white. That creature would die this turn. Exile it instead. Then I got a shiny dual land. Yeah, we're gonna. I'm kind of digging what I'm seeing so far. I'm going to keep watching for token generation. Wish I had more. That wasn't supposed to go there. Or was that one? All right, next pack. All right. Oh, I haven't seen nearly as many art cards as I normally do. Kind of like this. Put over there. That will be fun to look at later. Sega Wildling, got one of them. Devotee, got one of them. Tempest Hawk. I need a ton of these. These are super cheap. Underfoot Underdogs. Caustic Exhale, Unburied Earth Carver, Aggressive Negotiations, Pack Beasts, Rainveil Rejuvenator. Yep, that's another one I've had. Yethan Tombguard, Frontier. That one needs to be. All right. Sidisi, Regent of the Mire. Sacrifice a creature you control with mana value X other than Sidisi. Return target creature card with mana value X +1 from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. This might be the second one of those I have. It's a good looking card. Jeski Devotee. Whenever you cast second spell each turn, that creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. This creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. And then I can spend 1 to convert it into any. Wait, I have to spend a mana to make it a color that it. This is not a good commander card. Because it's going to be one of those three anyway, more than likely. Blossoming Sands, another dual land. Okay, well. It's a lot of good cards, actually, if I'm being honest. Put this up here. Oh man. All right. Let's do a collector's of. I'm going to do a collector's of Aether Drift next. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, could be good. I don't know. Could be amazing. It could be just a handful of cards. Apparently, there is like one super valuable card from this entire set. I have yet to see it. Like, I don't think I've ever seen it. I think Shut's still there. All right. I gotta look. We're gonna do it this way. All right. What do we got? I want to center it more on that. All right, so I can have it right in the middle of it. Start your engines. Dice Streak Engineer. I am. I looked. Ooh, shiny dual land. There's definitely a lot more dual lands now than there were in days past. Enrider Catalyzer. This one, Locust Spray. Target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Cycling. I could use it to draw a card. Push the limit. Return all mount and vehicle cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Sacrificing them at the beginning of the next end step. Okay. I'm good with that. That's fun. Boosted Sloop. Ooh, that's actually a really nice looking swamp. I like that. Oh, I kind of want to play that one, but it's not the right time. All right, Glamorous Ironclad. That's just a common. I've got several of those. That one just looks really pretty. Velo Heart Bike. I mean, that's another one of those that it's a pretty card. It's not a card I'm going to play. Explosive Getaway. Exile up to one target artifact or creature. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next step. Control at the beginning of the next end step. Explosive Getaway deals 4 damage to each creature. Oh. Oh, I can think of things. I mean, that just sounds fun. You know those decks where they have just a ton of 1/1 creatures and they're coming after you? That could sweep the field. I could see that sweeping the field. Adaptive Omni Tool. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Oh, yep, this goes in the artifact deck. Whenever equipped creature attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them and put it in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. I kind of... This card just feels like it hurts. Oh, that's got to go in a deck. Vampire Spirit. This creature can't block. This creature has haste as long as an opponent has 10 or less life. Whenever a land you control enters, you may return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. This baby runs an unleaded O negative. Bloodghast. It what? That card almost screams to be used in something. I just can't come up with what to use it as. Perilous Snare. This artifact enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until this artifact leaves the battlefield. And it's got that max speed thing. Creature, Dinosaur, Regal Imperasaur. I don't have a dinosaur deck. I should do a dinosaur deck to go with that. And then these are my tokens. I really want to find the cats because all the cats got lifelink. I can go after a guy and completely replenish my life if I can get the tokens. But I don't have anything that makes those tokens. All right, back to the Tarkir. Unless, somebody's clamoring to see more Aether Drift collector boosters. I'm more than happy to open more of the collector boosters. I don't want to open them all in a row and have nothing really cool to show a little bit later. But I'm feeling like I'm having okay luck with my Tarkir cards. Underfoot underdogs. All right. Caustic exhale. So I'm definitely getting a lot of good cards. They're not all good cards, but I'm getting enough. Another reputable merchant. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Lie in wait deals damage equal to that card's power to target creature. Okay. Okay, that's a fun card. Stormbeacon Blade. Equipped creature gets +3. Rejuvenator. Venerated Storm Singer. I'm not good at this. I keep... Bird Scout. Sinkhole Surveyor. Whenever this creature attacks, you lose 1 life, and this creature endures 1. I have to pay a life every time it attacks? Rude. So rude. Marshal of the Lost. Orc Warrior. Oh, this is the second one I've gotten. And another shiny dual land. There. Goes back here. I don't know. I'm real happy to see that people are enjoying Magic on YouTube. Glad to see people hitting that like button over there, giving me thumbs. If you're on Facebook doing the same thing, thank you for the likes over there as well. I'm not sure they're all coming through. I think they are. Big Dog is the Legend gave a like. I don't know. I enjoy Magic, and I'm glad people like seeing it. Maybe I'll do a deck building stream. I've got ideas. I just have to write them down and, stay on top of it. Sarkhan's Revolve. Agents of Codis. I've seen that one already. Dragonback Lancer. Another Mobilize. Flurry. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. That's got to be just once because it says Flurry. Oh, Jeskai Devotee. I have a shiny of that one. Monastery Messenger. Yeah, that's... I still want to do something with it. I'm just not sure which direction to go first. If you know what I mean. All right. What else we got? Aegis Sculptor. Descendant of Storms. Defibrillating Current. Deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker and you gain 2 life. Not bad. Dragon Brood's Relic. Whoa! 3 + 1 of each color. Sacrifice this artifact. Create a 4/4 dragon creature token named Reliquary Dragon. That's all colors. It has flying, lifelink, and when this token enters, It deals 3 damage to any target. Activate only as a sorcery. Tap an untapped creature you control. Add 1 mana of any color. That requires tapping somebody. It has potential to be an amazing card. I think I would not mind having it be an amazing card. Surak, Elusive Hunter. The spell can't be countered. Trample. Creature you control or a creature spell you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls. Draw a card. Let's see now. That could get stuff out of your deck very quickly. Watcher of the Wayside. I've got this one for a while. And then another dual land. Red, white. I'm opening them. I'll be doing all the organizing at a later date. Right now, I just make sure I get anything that is shiny or that looks valuable into a sleeve. And like every other day, sometimes that is just a wild stab in the dark. All right. What do we got? How's everybody on TikTok doing? I don't like that I have to go over to the light here. All right. Take a look here. Well, it's actually kind of a weird looking goblin. That kind of looks like could be a goblin. All right, let's go through these quick. Ant creature. I do like that I'm not seeing too many reprints in this one. I don't know if I've seen any reprints in this one. Spectral Denial. Second one of those I've got. Put that there, because that might be good for a deck. Mystic Monastery Land. Enters tapped, and oh, that's a triple land. Let me reach over here. We're gonna do a thing quick. Like, it's not even, it's just a triple land. You don't have to worry about tricks. The only thing it does is comes into play tapped, and beyond that, yes, please. I definitely like it. Can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. So, call it Menace. I think that was called something else back in the day. Wasn't that Rampage? I swear it was Rampage back in the day. You had to block it with 2 or more creatures. I wonder where they got rid of Rampage. Enters target creature. An opponent controls gets -2, -2. And you get +2/+2. That actually looks... That is a very intriguing... Dog Soldier. Thunder of Unity. Why is that such a cool looking saga? Whenever a creature you control enters this turn, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Winter Story. Draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard a creature card. Harmonize. Harmonize is good. This feels like a good card. I need to think about this one. I really need to think about this one. I'm actually kind of surprised at how many different good cards I'm getting right now. They just look really good. How's everybody doing on YouTube? And over on Facebook? I know we got everybody spread out, kind of. Oh, Twitch. How is everybody on Twitch feeling right now? I think everything looks good right now. All right. I got to look more into these sagas. Because I know it gets the first one when you first cast it, and then every time you draw a card, it gets another one. But once it hits 3, it has to be gotten rid of. I got to figure out if there is... I got to look at what the rules are on a saga. Okay, she's a little in pain, but I'm alive. Good to hear. Wait, why are you in pain? Stop being in pain. You're not allowed. Okay, I guess you're allowed. There's not much I can do about it. All right, we got another slightly disturbing goblin. Still not sure what its story is. Every artist gets its interpretation. Dragon's Prey. This spell costs 2 more to cast if it targets a dragon. Destroy target creature. Wait. Oh, that is such a cool card. You want a dragon to attack a dragon? Okay, pay 2 more. Snake Skin Veil. Hexproof. There's enough green cards in that deck. Fortress Kingard. Another Devoted Duelist. I've got several Devoted Duelists. Nightblade Brigade. Several of that one, too. It's like a lot of other cards. They're just constantly showing up. Because I'm old and decrepit, you pinhead. Okay. Old and decrepit works. Tap target creature. Put 3 stun counters on it. Traveling Botanist. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may reveal it and put it... Another Aegis Sculptor. During your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each creature you control with power 4. I've already seen this one. That's the second of that one I've gotten. What is this one? Dragon Brood's Relic. Oh, I got that one. Not even a good shiny. And it's an okay shiny. Watch as this turns out to be one of the darlings of this entire series. Really doubt it. There's a reason I'm still putting it in plastic. Have you thought about trying not to be old and decrepit? Mind over matter. It's never worked for me, but you never know. It could work for you. All right. There's our token card, soldier. What else we got? Rescue leopard. Adorned crocodile. That's pretty cool. Enoch Wayfarer. Wait a minute. This is... I think that's a reprint, but I don't remember them being a dog scout. I thought the Enoch were... I gotta look now. I swore that they were an insect. I gotta look and see if that card got revised. Coordinated maneuver, Narset rebuke, Earth Carver, Unrooted Ancestor, Spirit Clerk. Oh, can become indestructible. Shouldn't a spirit be indestructible to begin with? I feel like indestructible is something that just describes every spirit. Got a snake wizard. When this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, and then it can renew. Wait, okay, so I have a ton of cards with regenerate on it. Okay, I'm not going to say a ton. I have several cards that have regenerate on it. Like, regenerate this card. Am I crazy, or was damage cumulative on creatures before? I remember playing in school, and we had to pay attention to how much damage each creature took turn to turn. Betor, kin to all. Beginning of your end step. If creatures you control have total toughness 10 or greater, draw a card. And if creatures you control have total toughness 20 or greater, untap each creature you control. Then if creatures you control have total toughness 40 or greater, each opponent loses half their life rounded up. Oh. Oh. Give me the power to turn back time and I will stop. Is Betor like the card for this series? This looks like it should be the card for this series. Coordinated maneuver, and then my land is Dismal Blackwater. I got a couple of Dismal Blackwaters. Betor is very cool. I thought it was... Just looking at it, it's like, this needs to be a deck. I think that card needs to go with... That card needs to go in my deck with Mitosis and World Gorger Ooze? What is it? What is that card called? I can never remember the name. I can't put it in that deck with this guy as the boss. Oh, they thought it through. They don't go together. Got to find the other card. It can go with. Where is it? I just saw it. Why am I like this? Choking Vines, Ironroot Tree Folk. I mean, Ironroot Tree Folk is kind of cool, but they lose that card. I should probably look for one of these that isn't so collectible. Where'd it go? I had a really cool card. It's like it's a key part of this deck. I actually found 3 of these already. Joiner Adept. No. Not Gaia's Embrace. Gaia's Embrace. Green Dryad. All Sun's Dawn. For each color, return up to 1 target card of that color from your graveyard to your hand, then remove All Sun's Dawn from the game. That's not the one. I was literally just looking at it. Did I remove it from this deck? Nope, I most definitely did not remove it from this deck. I don't know where it went. March of the World Ooze is the name of the card I'm looking for. See, now I'm looking for it because I need to find it. I need to see that card is actually still present in this deck, and it's. What happened to March of the World Ooze? There it is. Okay, it kept hiding behind Romer's Routine. Okay, so March of the World Ooze plus Beator could be amazing. Shut, you got him? I can get him. That took care of that. All right, this one's going right into a sleeve. Baitor is very cool, and I was doing it. Just say it. I will take your. I'm sorry. I was. Someone told me if I wait too long, then I start getting in trouble for not insta banning them. Wait, that was you. Yeah, I should just let you take care of it. You know what you're doing. You're a level-headed man. All right, I'm gonna do 2 more Tarkir, and then I'm gonna do I guess I'll do 2 collector because it's only 5:09. I still got time. I got plenty of time. Nobody's rushing me. All right, let's see what else we got. There's another treasure token. Ah, another Riling Dawnbreaker. Delta Bloodflies. It is kind of interesting to me that there are so many cards that you can only get from a collector booster. Knockout Maneuver. Strategic Betrayal. Stop that. Rural Process. Internight Stories. Draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard a creature card. And then you got Harmonize. I don't know if that's like an amazing card, but Equilibrium Adept. When this creature enters, exile the top card of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. When the creature enters, exile the top card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Cast 2 spells and he gets double strike. Okay, that means to go over there. No, that's not true. I may be tabbed out, but I am listening. Oh. Okay. You're yelling at me. Why are you yelling? So angry. All right. What else we got? Rotique Neskar. Bell Ringer. Flying. The second spell you cast each turn costs 1 less to cast. Why is so much affecting the second card? I'd like to see some stuff that affects, like, another card. Osseous Exhale. Molten Exhale. Wait a minute. I got 2 exhales. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you may behold a dragon. Deals 5 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. If a dragon was beheld, you gain 2 life. Deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Ooh. And flash. Okay, those just look fun. Worthy cost. An additional cost to this spell. Sacrifice a creature. Exile target creature or planeswalker. There are so many ways to go after a planeswalker lately. I remember when those cards were like a big thing, and they've kind of made them. They're almost pointless. Sagu Pummeler, Unburied Earth Carver. Sun Pearl Kieran. The only reason I know what a Kieran is because of. Anyway. Return up to one other target non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. If it was a token, draw a card. Essence Anchor. Create a 2/2 black zombie druid creature token. Activate only during your turn and only if a card left your graveyard this turn. Well, that just feels like a good card. Venerated Stormsinger. Oh, I like the art on this one. Tap up to one target creature, draw a card. So this one doesn't require going back into your hand. Or does it? It may, because it's a special. How does this card feel different? This card feels more textured. Huh. I'm just going to put this right in here for now. I don't know what's going on with that card, but the feel is weird on it. I want to look into it more. Corey Steel Cutter. Equipment creature gets +1/+1 and has trample and haste. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, a 1/1 white monk creature token with prowess. So I can cast this and it creates its own. Ice Ridge Serpent. Yeah, I've seen that before. And we have a land. If I don't yell, you don't listen. I do too. I absolutely listen. How dare. I'm an amazing listener. Sometimes. On occasion. All right. Let's do another one of these. I still have not opened up like a holy grail or anything, so I'm kind of expecting not to find one of those. All right, let's see what we get. Lotus Guard Disciple. Jungle Hollow. Oh, that's a dual land. Spectral Interference. Migrating Ketradon. Thundering Broodwagon. Trade the Helm. Adrenaline Jockey. I've got a couple of non-shiny of this, so this will be a good one for the collection. Oh, There's a land. Spire Mech Cycle. I think I have one of them. Apocalypse Runner. Ooh. Boommobile. This vehicle deals X damage to any target. When this vehicle enters, add 4 mana of any one color. Spend this mana only to activate abilities. Huh. Wizened Mentor. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of a permanent that isn't a mana ability, you create a 1/1 white zombie creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Only once each turn. Okay. That feels like that should be a way more powerful card. Except it only costs 2. So, I mean, that makes... kind of makes sense. Yes, Guzzler. Pretty good for a 1-mana creature. What do we have? Captain Howler, Sea Scourge, Shark Pirate. Pay 2 life. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, target creature gets +2/+0. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. I dig that. Then we have Afterburner Expert. It just keeps coming back. I do have another one of these, just not shiny like that. Vizier of Many Facts, token creature. I don't know. I think I need to figure out. These are token creatures. I just don't know how to generate them. Know what I mean? I'm going to do one more of these. Because I really, really want to find... Really? Doesn't want to break open. I don't know why it doesn't want to open up. All right. What do we got this time? It's going to be good. Tranquil Cove. This land enters tapped when this game... That's actually a pretty good card. For a land, that does a lot. Gravestalker. Broken Wings. Shafet Archfiend. My pronunciations are probably not the best. I'm okay with that. Broodheart Engine. Fang Druid Summoner. An Ape Druid. Okay, Forest. I still prefer the Dragon Eye ones. I know a lot of people have been coming out and saying they don't like those. In this vehicle, enters, draw 2 cards. Boosted Sloop. It's kind of a dual land. Kind of, sorta. It's an okay dual land. Lost Monarch of Ifnir. Other zombies you control have afflict 3. Beginning of your second main phase. If a player was dealt combat damage by a zombie this turn, mill 3 cards and you may return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. So many good cards. Dog Mount. Remove 2 +1/+1 counters from this creature. Destroy target artifact. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, put a 1/1 counter on it. Oh. There's a lot that could be done with this one. It's like a never-ending artifact destroyer. Wait, hold on. I got to look. It says destroy target artifact. Okay. Well, that's good. Wastewood Verge. Oh, that's a good land. Okay, is this my really good card? I just got the dog one, shiny. Curse you. Okay, I got 3 of those left. I got 3 of these left. I want to put this in a deck. I mean, it just looks cool. It's kind of a psychotic looking dog, but it looks cool. I'm gonna put this in a thing because I want to keep it safe. That's got to go into a deck somewhere. All right. Let's go back to the dragon stuff. I've only got 3 of these Aether Drift. I want to do more, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Let me know with your thumbs. If you like the Magic stream, you want to see more, you want to see me building decks and all that stuff, hit like on Blue, TikTok, YouTube. If you're on Twitch, I mean, just yell at me. If you're on Twitch, you're probably in the Discord. All right, I got my treasure token. How many treasure tokens? Elephant tokens. Except that's a 5/5. That doesn't work for that other card. Huh. All right, what do we have? Can's Resolve. I don't know why I'm so worried about the order. Another Dragonback Lancer. Dragon's Prey. I really do prefer opening physical packs. German Night Watch. Glacial Dragon Hunt. Sorcery. We've got a desperate measures. Exile target permanent with mana value 3 or greater. I mean, that's actually a really good card. That just flat out exiles something. That's a vendetta. And I got another rare land. This land enters tapped unless you control a mountain or a forest. It'll either give you a blue, or the next spell you cast this turn can't be count. Hold on. What did that say? This is a land that just says no to counter spells, but you have to cast it beforehand. So you're basically it doesn't matter that they can't counter it. Give me a sleeve. I need a sleeve. No, we need a sleeve. That is an amazing card. And it's an island. It is intentionally thumbing its nose at its brethren. I stand against the counter spell foolishness that the rest of you do. I like that card, and it needs to go in something. It's a pretty card, too. I love the art on this one, but I want more of these. I need more of these. No, this needs to be like an entire stack that goes into my commander decks so that I can just, no. Bad blue deck. Bad. Naughty. Because can you counter a land when it goes down? I don't think you can counter a land. I like that. I need that. More of that. Okay, what's this card here? I kind of revealed this one a little too early. Stormscale Scion. Dragon. Flying. Other dragons you control get +1/+1. Storm. When you cast this spell, copy it for each spell cast before it this turn. Copies become tokens. What? When you cast the spell, copy it for each spell cast before it this turn. Okay, we're going to talk about that in a second. I want to do the rest of these because I can't hide them. When this creature enters, target creature can't block this turn. And then Rugged Highlands. Okay, that's it. This was a really good pack. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are these not two cards that slap pretty hard? Not the Summit Intimidator. No, that's just getting covered because I do that to all my shinies. This one, not that one. You know what? I'm gonna do the same thing to this. These two cards. I think I got gotta look. I think I got that token card, actually. Okay, not that one specifically. I got a dragon card that's a 4/4, but I did not get the Stormscale Scion. So the big question here, does it, when you cast this spell, copy it for each spell cast before it this turn. Copies become tokens. So does everything get the +1/+1? If I have enough cards in my hand that I can cast up to 7, does that mean all of these give a ++ as they come into play? Yeah. It says other dragons you control get +1/+1. It's not when you cast it, it's just it's like an enchantment on the creature. Oh, that has that has possibility. I would have to combine that with, well, it would have to be combined with some, not seeing that other one. I don't think I've gotten an actual token card for just that. No, not just that. But this card, if you combine this with, okay, you'd at max be able to do 6 unless you are like spamming draws, but you can't be sure you're going to get singles. And then have and then have stuff in your graveyard that you can cast from the graveyard. I like this card. I like this card so much. Things need to happen with this card. I need to know if this card has like a value on it. $782. Okay, so yeah, that is listed as a desirable card. Man, I got to figure out what to do with that one. Now I got to check. All right, I really don't know where everybody's watching. Huh. All right. Oh, and if you are on Twitch or Facebook and you haven't already, please hit that follow button. Love to see you coming back to see more streams and whatnot. On YouTube, I believe it's called subscribing. And that is just as important as hitting that like button to get our interaction numbers up. All right, let's see what this deck has. That card is going to be on my mind. I'm going to want to make a deck out of that at some point. Stormblade Detainment again. Seize Opportunity. Sand Skidder Outrider. This is part of the reason I don't really do a lot of research before I buy cards. I like the surprise. I like not knowing. I can look up anything I want after I open the cards. But there's so few happy surprises in life these days. I just like to keep this one around. It's more fun that way for me. Know what I mean? Dragon Storm Globe. Each dragon you control enters with an additional 1/1 counter on it. That goes for that red one I just pulled out. If Jadecast Sentinel, I've seen that one a couple of times. Furious Forebearer. Sultai Monument. Got an Attuned Hunter. Frostcliff Siege. As this enchantment enters, choose Jeskai or Timur. Jeskai, whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Timur. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and have trample and haste. So you got to pick one. I mean, trample and haste, both of those are good. If you're trying to get cards, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna. What is Rot Curse Rakshasa? Ooh, it's an orange. Aw. Trample, decay. This creature can't block. When it attacks, sacrifice it at end of combat. Rude. Oh, it's only 2 mana. That's a lot of creature for. Renew. X+2. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put a decayed counter on each of X target creatures. Active only as a sorcery. This creature can't block. When it attacks, sacrifice it at end of combat. Oh! Oh, I just figured out why this card is horrible. No, it goes to the graveyard and then you cast the renew and you're able to put tokens on your opponent's creatures that prevent them from being able to block. And then if they use them to attack anyone, they go to the grave right after. I think this one needs to go into a thingy. River Wheel Sweep. Which is an okay card. And then Blood-Filled Caves. All right. I want to put a sleeve on this one. That's actually... That is a horrible card right there. That card is evil on so many levels. And I love it. I want to build a deck with that. I want to build many decks with that. That just looks... That looks painful if the wrong person gets in the way of it. I think I need to put... I think I need to put that with a bunch of things from my artifact deck. I need to tear apart my artifact deck. I have the Darksteel Forge, and that is fun. I'm going to do one more of these, and then I'm going to do another Aether Drift Collectors. I mean, just being able to put decay counters on as many creatures as you can afford. Yeah, people are going to be scrambling to destroy that particular creature before you can do anything with it. They're probably going to be trying to... Reliquary Dragon. This token is all colors, flying, lifelink. Well, that's a weird token. I need to figure out how to make that token. Oh, wait. These got to go away. There's just so many cool cards. And I need to get more. I don't have enough cards. That's all. That is my Molten Exhale. That's another one of those. Worthy cost. I've seen that before. Sagu Pummeler. Pretty standard. Unending Whisper. Osius Exhale. Embermouth Sentinel. When this creature enters, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, then shuffle and put that card on top. If you control a dragon, put that card onto the battlefield instead. See, I got a couple of ways to kind of mess with that and use it more than I should. Summit Intimidator. Feature Yeti. Descendant of Storms. That was just one card. Defibrillating Current. There's another Dragon Brood's Relic. I got a Fang Keeper Familiar. When this creature enters, choose one. You gain 3 life and surveil 3. Destroy target enchantment. Counter target creature spell. How do you counter a creature spell if you're playing your turn and can cast this? Curious. Haste. When Terra's Light Shatter enters, discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. Attacks. If there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, exile a card at random from your graveyard. You may play this card this turn. Wait, so you exile it from your graveyard, but then you can play it. Oh, it's at random, so you got to shuffle your graveyard and then just grab, Enoch, Wayfarer, and another Bloodfell Caves. I'm getting a lot of dual lands. Like, more dual lands. Some! As Flash. Howdy, by the way. Hello, how are you? How's your day going, Some? I've gotten so many cool cards today. Like, where did I put that one? The one that's going to be on my mind all day, if I can find it. This one. I'm just trying to decide how are you? I'm doing pretty good. I got my internet working, I can stream again, and I found some good cards. But yeah, Storm Scale Scion. I got that. And I just keep thinking about all the stuff I can do. They're good fixing in the set because it 3-color guilds. Okay. If you can find a way to spam an ungodly number of cards or an ungodly number of spells, you can get a whole lot of these things. Like, Flash still works, right? Flash has got to still work. I don't know. Storm Suspend? Storm Suspend would be able to do something to it. Oh, I was supposed to. Oh. And then I also got this. Storm and Suspend. Let you cast multiple spells in a turn. Commercial. Oh, you're playing Magic cards. Interesting. Hey, Killboy, how's it going? Well, I'm not playing. I'm opening because I still have so many packs that I have to open up. I've been trying to get through them all. I'm just not doing very good at it. I'll get there. Don't worry. It's going great. Going great. I'm going to put this one up here. Why was I so thrilled with this one? Oh, it's just kind of a cool looking card. That's all. I'm happy with the cards I've been getting so far. Everything's been really good. I mean, I am not getting an unusual amount of copies. All right. Well, Zombie Army. We're going to do it this way because this is Aether Drift Collector Booster. I got 2 more after this one. I don't know whether I want to hold off on them or just open them up. All right, what do we got? Thornwood Falls. Just a dual land. We got Siphon Fuel. Okay, hold on. Siphon Fuel is actually a little overpowered. Target creature gets -6 until end of turn. Gain 2 life. So many creatures I know that would just... I'd love to use that on. Did you get your special card yet? I don't think I've gotten a special card yet. Earseeker Serpent. That'd be a good one for an artifact deck. Clamorous Ironclad. We have Intimidation Tactics. I do like the... Yeah. Veteran Beast Rider. Untap each creature you control. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Well, that's actually not a bad card. I don't know why that's not a higher ranked card. That's actually pretty powerful. What do we got here? Apocalypse Runner. We got a Shiny Island. There is... Actually... I do still have to open up 2 of these. So I will be opening those shortly. Rangers Aether Hive. That's a okay card. Clamorous Ironclad. I've gotten that one a couple of times. That might be the first shiny, though. Caradora, Heart of Alacria. Legendary creature, human knight. When Caradora enters, you may search your library for a mount or vehicle card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. If 1 or more 1/1 counters would be put on a creature or vehicle you control, that many +1 counters are put on it instead. That many +1. So this one would actually double how many +1/+1 counters everything got. Wait. That one would have to just be a creature in there. Stride Changer Automaton. Thopters you control get +1/+1. If 1 or more artifact tokens would be created under your control, Those tokens plus an additional 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying are created instead. Well, that just feels like it would be broken in a token deck in the best way possible. Ketramos, the New Dawn. Menace, life link indestructible. Ketramos can't attack or block unless there are 7 or more cards in exile. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from graveyards and or the battlefield during your turn, you draw a card and lose 1 life. So Ketramos sounds fun, but I don't really think. Moon Yanling Windrider, legendary creature, human wizard pilot. This creature enters, create a 3/2 colorless vehicle artifact token with crew 1. Vehicles you control have flying. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control with flying deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. I can see why that one's rare. That could be both the Selenia cards pretty good. Selenia. Well, that's good to know. Chandra Spark Hunter. Legendary Planeswalker. Chandra. Okay, I'm not reading through everything Chandra does. I don't know. Planeswalkers. I don't use Planeswalkers much at all. There's just way too many ways to just remove a Planeswalker. But that one looks, well, it's an amazing card. Her top ability, you get an emblem with whenever an artifact you control enters, this emblem deals 3 damage to any target. Wait, she would be amazing in an artifact deck. I need to make an artifact deck. It's not going to have any actual vehicles in it, but it's going to be an artifact deck. I see what you mean by she's amazing. All right. Makes a vehicle, give haste, or draw a card. Yeah. All right. We're going to open up our 2 box toppers. I have no idea what's in here. Someone said it's like a gold border card of some kind, but we're going to open it up, see what's in there. I don't know if it was worth me saving these or not, or if I should have just opened them and not worried about them, because we'll find out. Everybody, other people probably have a better idea of what's in these things. If I can get it open. Really? Really? I have ways. Do I need a new blade? Here we go. The yellow cards. Yeah, that's what somebody said. Well, gold, yellow, either way. What do we got? Oh! It's a forest! Is this the only way to get these? Let's see. Captain Howler Sea Scourge. Ward 2, pay 2 life. Whenever you discard one or more cards, target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn for each card discarded this way. Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player this turn, you draw a card. Well, that was... See what's in this one. This one opened right up. I don't know what was wrong with the other one. Let's see. Maybe there's a Black Lotus in here. Black Lotus. All right. We've got another forest. Yay. Aganosaur Rex. Trample, cycling. When you cycle this card, put 2 1/1 counters on up to one target creature or vehicle. It gains trample and indestructible until end of turn. That's not bad. 3, 4. That's an 8/8 for 5. I'm not worried about the land. The land is whatever, but this one... I didn't want to read it. I gotta find a white surface. It's the only way it really works. Tried it otherwise. Yeah, and the cycle ability pretty strong also. Yes. I gotta look these up at a later date because I can't get it to scan, but they look like pretty nice cards. You know what? They're just gonna go right into plastic. And we're gonna keep them safe. And they're going to continue to exist for a nice long time. Because why not? I don't know what's going on today, but my viewership numbers are way off. Like nothing is actually... Yeah, these are fairly clean. Like this forest is starting to curl a little bit. But as long as I get them into plastic, usually I can keep them from curling horrifically. But I do know some of the older shinies had a tendency to curl. I don't like it, but it is what it is. All right, so I still got 2 of those left. I'm trying to decide if I want how many of these I want to open before I end the day. All right, I got a spirit card, and it's spirit on both sides. So there's got to be one for those dragons that thing creates somewhere. Fire form. Got dragon prey. Dragon prey. It looks like an amazing black card. I like this one. It looks good. It's gonna. It feels like it would go well in a deck. Same with Snakeskin Veil. Just giving something hexproof. I don't know if this is the third or the fourth reputable merchant I've gotten. Mobilize 2 attacking tokens you control have death touch. Wait. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is a squirrel deck? This in a squirrel deck would get you uninvited to the party. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. Just all your tokens have death touch. Oh. Oh, man. Nobody should ever... We're going to put this over here to find out if there's a deck we can put it in. Just because... this spell costs 2 less to cast if you cast another spell this turn. Create 2 1/1 white monk creature tokens. Oh, yep. Nope. There's 2 death touch. Up to 2 target creatures you control each get +2/+2 until end of turn. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. I'm looking for a commander that is all the colors. Every color. Ain't no party like a death touch squirrel party. Agreed. Now I have to do that. Oh, I wish I had more squirrel tokens. Bereni's rebuff. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Harmonize 5. Corroding Dragonstorm enchantment. When this enchantment enters, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Surveil 2. Smile at Death. Wait. Is this the second one of these I have? At the beginning of your upkeep, return up to 2 target creature cards with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put 1/1 counter on each of those creatures. Hold on. I am 99% sure I already have one of these. I'm not seeing it. Smile at Death. Thought I had another card that said something about death. I don't see it though. Huh. A death touch squirrel party. I mean, that'd just be hilarious. The other one that is just brutal is Rat Cursed Raksha. I mean, both of those. This one dies. The worst part about this one is they can't avoid attacking. Like, if you wipe out the rest of their guys, I have a card that forces someone to attack. Wait. Yeah, I got some ideas. I got a couple of ideas. Oh, this is not going to end well for something. It was over here that I saw that other card. Take a look. Maybe. I may have drew a card and then put it in the wrong spot. I'm not seeing it. I don't know what happened to it. It's one of those cards that I know I've seen it. Maybe it's not Smile at Death. It might have been something else, but it was. That still looks like a good card. Asked Reddit, and they said players probably wouldn't like that. Rakdos Goad Commander deck. Asked Reddit, and they said players probably wouldn't like that. I don't know why. Why would they dislike that? I think it would be. I think they're just overreacting. They should calm down. I mean, that is. I just want to. Oh no! What card was that? Where is it? See, that's the problem. This I would have to run this in basically a 5-color deck, which means I have to find a legendary that runs 5 colors. Because it make them attack each other. And he's not even rare. That's an uncommon. That is an amazing ability for an uncommon card. I feel like that needs to be. I don't know what that needs to be, but I'm sure it's a war crime somewhere. Just You attack them, and everybody just kind of is gone at the end of the attack phase. Yeah, the mobilize rare, I think, make it that you don't sack the tokens. All right. Got that dragon, and then I got a warrior on the back. Roamer's Routine. Spelling Exhale. Bearer of Glory. Cruel Truths. Frontier Biovac. God, it's just an awesome land. It it's choose between one of three. Sunpearl Kieran. I've already seen this one. Veteran Ice Climber. All right, United Battlefront. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. Put up to 2 non-creature, non-land permanent cards with mana value 3 or less from among them into the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Ah, that's another Sibsig ceremony. I've gotten this one so many times. Huh. You're never going to believe what just happened to me. Okay, what happened to you, Shut? I'm listening. I am ready to listen. I will not. Oh, look, more cards. Thunder of Unity. You can draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. Whenever a creature you control enters this turn, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1. Oh, wait, I've already seen this one. Thunder of Unity. I've got this one. Another one of those cards where the back feels weird. A couple dudes just rolled up and dropped 2 legendary golden spirit bears on the ground at me feet. 2 legendary golden spirit bears at your feet. Really? In Red Dead. Just forked over legendary golden spirit bears. You're right, I don't believe you. Who just gives away the legendary animals? I don't know what to say. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much I believe you. I got to decide how I want to respond to that bit of. Just sold them to Gus and got $50 for them, and now I need the $50 or 50 bars of gold. I can only say they were probably hacking it, but either way. Well, be careful about taking things from people you think are hacking, because accepting stuff from them can come back on you. I know in Grand Theft 5 there were people who accepted stuff from hackers and the hackers didn't get banned, but they did. Ooh, so copy. I'll have to keep on top of that. All right, what do we got? Dragon's Prey. That I got another one of them. Homer's Routine. Humbling Elder. When this creature enters, target creature an opponent controls gets a -2, -0 until end of turn. Awesome. That's the thing. Fortress Kinguard. Windbolt. I'm waiting for people to drop me some beers. Beers? Oh no, bears. Storm Shriek Feral. Discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Ooh. Wait, there's no only use this once per turn on this. You could pump this thing up quite a bit. Oh, that's a good one. The top 4 cards of your library, put 2 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Ooh. Well, it is a risk. Encroaching Dragonstorm. When this enchantment enters, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. When a dragon you control enters, return this enchantment to its owner's hand. That's a good card. 1, it's a good card. 2, it's the borderless, well, no, it's not borderless, but it is the dragon border. Yeah, that needs to be put in a sleeve. That is very cool art on that one. Oh, Surveil 2. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, then put any number of them into your graveyard and the rest on top of your library in any order. Here's the problem. This one, it's a land. You can put as many of those in as you want. Blossoming Sands. Yeah. I feel like I need to be careful. There's way too many cards to collect. And so little time. I think I have enough shinies I could actually do a shiny deck if I wanted. Ah, there's another Dawnbreaker. What kind of chickens you got? I have right now several black Australorps. We just added some Brahma chicks to it. Let's see. I just hatched a bunch of eggs. So all of them are half Rhode Island Red, and the other half is a couple more Brahmas, some Rhode Island Reds, some cinnamons. I got the eggs from somebody who just had like everything in their barnyard. Wingblade Disciple. Corey Mountain Stalewart. Ooh, another Abzan Monument. Unrooted Ancestor. Dragonologist. When this creature enters, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal an instant sorcery or dragon card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Untapped dragons you control have hexproof. Instant hexproof. Okay, that's a pretty cool thing. Flash, first strike, whenever another non-token creature you control dies, endures 2. Put 2 1/1 counters on it or create a 2/2 white spirit creature token. I mean, that just looks good. Oh, and I got another shiny land. Nice, Mystery Chicks. Yeah, there's some I don't know where they came from. I don't know which ones they are. Very good with the Vigi Dragons. I mean, no doubt. That is a good card. And I look forward to finding a good home for him. There's so many commander decks I could build right now. I just don't have a lot of commanders. And I've been looking at that. And I might have to look at... There was a series they had a while ago that was supposed to be just commanders. So I might have to look at one of them. All right. I think I'm opening the last pack. This is going to be the last pack today. Because I think I'm having some connection issues. So I'm going to be doing one more. I got it upside down. I'm going to be doing one more of these. It'll be fun. It'll be great. We'll see what we get. I get these are higher end. These are the like high end packs, but they don't have to make them out of nigh indestructible plastic. They made 5 new commander deck for this set. Yes. I bought this one. Mardu Surge. And apparently, it's actually a really good deck. And I love it. His last deck I got was really bad. All right, let's do this. See what we get this time. Glitch Ghost Surveyor. Blossoming Sands. When this land enters, you gain 1 life. Wait, that's actually... I might have to use that in my deck. Pedal to Metal. Silken Strength. Wretched Doll. I love it's an artifact creature. I just didn't know there were that many toys. Canyon Vaulter. Molt Tender. Forest. Now we're going to get into the really special ones. I'm getting a lot of those forests, and it's starting to get to me because I don't need that many forests. Marshall's Path Cruiser. Kind of cool art on that one. Broadcast Rambler. Ooh. Ovia Automech Artesian. Each creature that's attacking once of your opponents has trample. I'm sorry. Each creature that's attacking one of your opponents has trample. I don't know if that's one. Oh, wait. Who is this? Sahili Radiant Creator. She's not a 5 color, but whenever you cast an Artificer or Artifact spell, you get power, an energy counter. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay 3 energy. When you do, create a token that's a copy of target permanent you control, except it's a 5/5 artifact creature in addition to its other types and has haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. I just got to get 950 and I can buy the coat. Well, you better start buying stuff for Crips. We're gonna put this in here. We're gonna keep it safe. And we'll go from there. Thunderous Velocipede. Trample. Each other vehicle and creature you control enters with an additional 1/1 counter on it if its mana value is 4 or less. Otherwise, it enters with the 3 additional. Ooh, I don't know if that's. Daretti's power is equal to the greatest mana value among artifacts you control. Whenever Daretti's enters or attacks, choose target artifact card in your graveyard. You may sacrifice an artifact. If you do, return the chosen card to the battlefield. Yeah. But I still need a commander that has all 5 colors. And I haven't found one yet. Trample haste. When this vehicle enters, it becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Discard a card. Return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Activate only as a sorcery. Huh. I kind of like this one. Also, connection seems fine to me. Okay. All right. What do I want to do? You know what? I'm going to finish these off. Get buffering every once in a while. So there's a little bit. That was a really good pack. I have one left. I think I'm going to put these over here. Close that lid so it doesn't pop open. Well, I'm showing some red in my data transfer as well, so something's going weird. All right, we got some blood flies. That Ice Ridge Serpent. A lot of stuff I've seen before. A couple I haven't, but heard someone try to describe something as a rare common. Really wanted to say something about it, but chose not to. Because Twitch be funny sometimes. Twitch always be funny. Kintree Severance. Death begets life. Destroy all creatures and enchantments. Draw a card for each permanent destroyed this way. What? You need to go somewhere special. That is Death Begets Life. Destroy all creatures and enchantments. Draw a card for each permanent destroyed this way. Oh, it says destroy. It's begging to go. It's begging to be in a deck with Dark Steel Forge. Oh, what is the card that lets you play as many lands as you want that turn? I kind of want to do that. Okay, this needs to go in plastic. This must be protected. But I also need an estimation of its value. Let's try this. This scanner seems to work better if it's a white background. I should put a piece of paper there, but I think this will work. You want to know what's crazy? Skip, on the bottom of your OBS, you should see a thing that says drop frames. What is it saying? Well, it says 0%, but I'm also running dynamic bit rate so that it adjusts my stream to whatever the bit rate going out is. But yeah, it's my bit rate's bouncing all over the place again. Unfortunately. But I'm still shocked that this particular card is only a couple of cents. That is wild. I fully expected this to be a much more sought after card. I mean, that's actually kind of wild. It might be because it's specifically for permanents, only creatures and enchantments. Not all decks are creature heavy. If it's not something that, if it's not a creature heavy deck, yeah, they're not going to be doing a whole lot. That is the problem. You don't have a set bit rate for it to code through, so you buffer when it tries to adjust. We should talk about getting you fixed with that. I have to do the adjustable bit rate though. I put in a ticket with the internet provider. I put in a ticket with Streamlabs themselves. Whatever's going on that is affecting my bit rate, they can't find it. Nobody can find it. They say they test my speed, and yeah, the internet provider says the speed is perfect. Streamlabs had me run some tests, and they say, well, the problem's with your internet provider. Something is happening that is directly targeting my connection with Streamlabs. So unless I can find somebody that can look directly at the link from my modem all the way to Streamlabs and figure out where in the middle it's getting messed with, there's not really a fix yet. I wish there was. All right, Shock Brigade, Feral Death Gorger. Oh, that's a dragon. Put a 1/1 counter on up to one target creature. Draw a card. Focus the mind. Open your mind. Mardu Devotee. Meticulous Artesian. Tamura Tonyback. Oh, there's another Storm Beacon Blade. +3, +0. I mean, there's reasons that's good. Nomad Outpost. When was the last time you did a speed test to see where your up and down speeds are? Just before I went live, and they're still listing as 200 megabits up. I'm sorry, 200 megabits down and 80 megabits up. Good Nomad Outpost. Warden of the Grove. Creature Hydra. Beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Oh, wait, it just keeps getting bigger. When another non-token creature you control enters, it endures X, where X is the number of counters on this creature. Put X +1/+1 counters on the creature that entered, or create an XX white spirit creature token. Okay, this is good. Why does that card look so good? What is going on? Why does it look great? The longer this thing stays in play, I gotta find it. I'm just going to buy a card to make this deck with because I can't afford to buy a ton of other things praying that I get what I need. I'm just going to have to look up a card and buy it. Edit in arena jump ins, and yeah, it very good if they don't destroy, right? That is a card that definitely needs that hex equipment on it. No touchy. Wild Ride. Adorned Crocodilo. Devotee. Ice Ridge Serpent. Now, there's a couple of these packs that have had 2 or 3 rare or mythic cards in them. They really did good on getting interesting cards into these. Creature Dragon, Whirling Stormbrood. I think I've seen that one. Definitely seen that one. Formation Breaker. Magmatic Hellkite. When this creature enters, destroy target non-basic land an opponent controls. Its controller searches their library for a basic land card, puts it into the battlefield tapped with a stun counter on it, then shuffles. Stun had to be around for a while because I remember people taking counters off of cards back when I was playing. But that's still a really, really good come into play ability. You burn their non-basic land and knock it down to a basic. Okay, so if you're only getting 200 down, then your bit rate should be set to about 1,500. I thought my upload was the important one, and it's... I looked at it. If I were to only get 8, how did they put that? If I only had 8 up, no, if I had 12 up, I could only stream at 3,000. 80 up, I should be able to stream at 10,000. But the issue is the ping keeps getting out of whack. Anthem Tomb Guard. Oh, running out of sleeves. Where did you... Actually, I want to read this other... I want to read the wherever you saw that. Because that could absolutely be true. I don't want to say differing opinions, but somebody may have had... I thought you were right. Oh, okay. I don't want to just say, no, you're wrong. Because that would be rude. Oh, I got so many of these things. And I'm probably still not going to have enough. All right, which side is the right side up? This side. Last 2 packs. I might, well, I've got it set at 4,000 right now. And 4,000 was supposed to be the low end. I'd rather figure out what's throttling my speed, but I think it's going to require somebody with much more internet knowledge than me. All right, let's take a look. Roamers, Humbling Elder, Fortress Kingguard, and Nightblade Brigade, Snake. See, this is the one. This is the one that would need to go on the Hydra to keep it hexproof. Plus, you get another 1/1 counter on it that you put on everything else. So just keep piling on the power. Boulderhorn Dragon. Channel Dragon Fire. That's several of those have shown up already. Teeming Dragonstorm. When this enchantment enters, create 2/2/2 white soldier creature tokens. When a dragon you control enters, return this enchantment to its owner hand. What? Oh, that is so cool. Cast a dragon, create 2 tokens. Awaken the Honored Dead. Oh, that is a good card. Descendant of Storms. We got to land. Okay. My upload is only 20 megabyte. I've always set mine to the download speeds, and I run at 5,000 bit rate, and mine is 287 megabit. Well, you got to remember that's your bit rate. So 20 megabits is going to translate to, I think that's still 1,000. Data rates, I believe, go by the metric system. So that should be 20,000 bits that you're capable of uploading. Maybe that's wrong. Might have to look that up again. 20 megabit for upload is not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. Your download speed translates to, I think there's 10 bits in a byte. Yeah, 10 bits in a byte. So your download speed should be about 28 megabytes. Internet speeds have been weird for a very long time, and nobody has forced them to fix it. Because it's the only place anyone still uses megabits. Everything on your computer is typically done via megabytes and gigabytes. And it's all because someone decided that's how we're doing it. All right, we got an Unending Whisper, Arishan, Sunshield, Shock Brigade, Zan Devotee. Trade Route Envoy. Focus the Mind. Summit Intimidator. Get the Earth Carver. Mammoth Bellow. Create a 5/5 green elephant creature token. So the green elephants are 5/5. The white elephants are 3/3. Traveling Botanist. A Fleeting Effigy. At the beginning of your next step, end step, return this creature to its owner's hand. Oh, that is so cool. It goes back to your hand. Glad it has haste. Inevitable defeat. Wait. This spell can't be countered. Exile target non-land permanent. Its controller loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. Oh, I like that card. Google says it's $20 million bits. Are you looking up gigabit or megabit? Or gigabyte or megabyte? Either or. That is another good one. Aggressive negotiation. Target opponent reveals their hand. You lose an on-land. This is the first basic land, like basic land, I think I've gotten out of this entire box. I think every land I've gotten has been a dual land or better. And I'm not mad about that at all. All right, what time is it? 6:56. All right, before I end it, megabyte to bit. That's weird. Got the saga. I don't know if Bone, Cairn, Butcher in already or no. I don't know if I have Bone, Cairn, Butcher. All right. Put these away. I am now going to open my last collector's booster. Well, then I guess I don't know my conversions. Oh, I'm thinking kilobyte maybe. Oh, I pulled one. I don't know if Bone, Cairn, Butcher in already or no. I'd have to look. It's here somewhere. I have some semblance of organization going on. It's just not the best organization going on. All right. Almost screwed this up already. All right. What do we get this time? Ripclaw Wrangler. Stall Out. Kickoff Celebrations. Lacrian Jaguar. What was that? See what that is. What do we got here? Wicker Folk Indomitable Scarecrow. This card from your graveyard by paying 2 life and sacrificing an artifact or creature in addition to paying its other costs. Well, that's an expensive graveyard card. Guidelight Synergist. This creature gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. Oh, you, sir, You, sir, can get very powerful very quickly. Sky Crash. Destroy target artifact. We got another shiny swamp. Burner rocket. I've gotten so many of those. Rocketeer boost buggy. I've gotten a couple of those as well. Gas guzzler. Renewed Solidarity. As this enchantment enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+0. At the beginning of your end step, for each token you control of the chosen type that entered this turn, create a token that's a copy of it. That's actually a pretty good one. Crypt Caller Chariot. Menace. Whenever you discard one or more cards, create that many tap 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. Sweet. Spectacular Pile Up. I've seen this one before too. All creatures and vehicles lose indestructible until end of turn. Then destroy all creatures and vehicles. Oh, this is such... That, the Ben Stiller Zoolander card. Okay, so to get a fully clear picture that I had to drop to 480p higher than that, I get pixelation in the screen. Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate. Oh. Spectacular Pile-Up is a card I never want to see when playing my artifact deck. See, that's a goblin. I like this goblin card. That's a Thopter. And the last one for this is Fearless Swashbuckler. The Fish Pirate. Vehicles you control have haste. Whenever you attack, if a pirate and a vehicle attack this combat, draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards. Party on the poop deck. That's... Hold on. Renewed Solidarity. That's got to go. It looks very similar. It's almost a golden, but yeah. It's very much done in the style of that 80s Road Rash style. There was a bunch of art that was like wacky racers art and stuff. I have so many more Aether Drift cards to open. You got some good special guest cards, I think. Hadn't seen most of them. I'm glad I got some good cards. But I think I'm going to have to end it here just because I know I'm having some issues with the connection. I'm going to go ahead and call it, and we'll do some other stuff. I'll open more cards on another day. I got to make sure I can see that I'm live. Thank you to everybody who has liked the stream. If you're new on YouTube and just watching and you're enjoying what you see, enjoying the content, please hit that like button. Always use more thumbs. And hit that subscribe. The more interaction we get, the better. It's Ed Roth, I think. Ratfink, yes. That is that style I was trying to think of. It's the Ratfink style. Yeah. I mean, it's just funny. Red Dead? I'd hop on. Not tonight. I got to get home. We got to do a bunch of gardening tomorrow. I got to get some grapevines in the ground so they grow. Thank you for watching. Thank you everybody on Twitch as well. If you're new there and watching, please hit that follow button. I'd love to see everybody again. Glad everybody showed up this time, and hopefully we can maybe next time I will spread out some cards and start building some decks. I might 3D print some more deck holders so that I can build multiple decks at once. But first, I gotta look into cards that can be commander that have all 5 colors on them, because I think that's going to be very important on this one. I think I have a legendary that does that, but thank you very much for the follow. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. We will see everybody. I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch over here. As I can. Let me see. When am I going to be on next? I think I'll be on next. Should be on next. Oh, microphone's facing the wrong way. That's how you know it's a good microphone. You can only talk into it from one direction. Hopefully Monday, Sunday, if I can get here. There's stuff that happens in the morning, Magic the Gathering wise, on Sunday mornings. Haven't been able to get involved in it yet. I'm gonna try, maybe. I gotta set up spell table first. Anyway, everybody have a great night. Stay safe. Be kind to one another. Wash your hands. We will see everybody next time. And, yeah. Have a great one. Bye, everybody.